Hello, Matu Jamir, and you're watching Hornbilltv's Prime Time. Now headlines. US President Donald Trump has issued a final warning for Hamas, demanding the release of all hostages and return of the dead bodies of the people who have been murdered by them, or it is over for them. In a resolute declaration, the village volunteers Eastern Zone have issued a strong warning against any attempts to enter Kuki areas without first addressing the long-standing demand for a separate administration union territory with a legislature for the Kuki people. Accused in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, Tahawwur Rana has approached the United States Supreme Court seeking an emergency stay on his extradition to India. Making a strong pitch for round-the-year tourism in Uttarakhand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi Thursday said there should be no off-season in the picturesque hill state, and this would strengthen its economy in a big way. An Indian student was discovered dead with gunshot injuries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, US. The deceased has been identified as 26-year-old G. Pravin from Telangana, was pursuing his MS in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Accused in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, Tahawwur Rana has approached the United States Supreme Court seeking an emergency stay on his extradition to India. In his application, Rana argued that he would not survive long enough to be tried in India due to various reasons. Rana, through an appeal, stated that if a stay is not entered, there will be no review at all and the US courts will lose jurisdiction and the petitioner will soon be dead. The accused in 26/11 terror attacks claimed that if extradited to India, the likelihood is very high that he will be subjected to torture as he is a Muslim of Pakistani origin. He stated that because of his Muslim religion, his Pakistani origin, his status as a former member of the Pakistani army, the relation of the putative charges to the 2008 Mumbai attacks and his chronic health conditions, he is even more likely to be tortured than otherwise would be the case, and that torture is very likely to kill him in short order. He cited the Human Rights Watch 2023 World Report, which documents the BJP-led government's systematic. Rana further argued that the government in India is increasingly autocratic and there are substantial grounds for believing that he would be in danger of torture if he surrendered to Indian authorities. In addition to these concerns, Rana highlighted his deteriorating health. In a resolute declaration, the village volunteers Eastern Zone have issued a strong warning against any attempts to enter Kuki areas without first addressing the long-standing demand for a separate administration, union territory with a legislature for the Kuki people. The statement comes in direct response to the Federation of Civil Society (FOCS), a value-based civil organization, and its plan to march towards the hill districts on March 8. The village volunteers have made it unequivocally clear that there will be no free movement in Kuki territories until justice is served and a separate governing structure established. The group has urged all relevant authorities to acknowledge the deep-seated grievances and legitimate demands of the Kuki people. They have further cautioned that any individual or organization attempting to negotiate or reconcile with perpetrators through the government before the establishment of a separate administration or union territory will face severe consequences. Reaffirming their unwavering stand, the village reminding their movement will face unrelenting opposition. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said that the government has launched a campaign to rehabilitate the villages evacuated during the India-China War of 1962. Addressing a public rally in Harsil, PM said 2 villages in the Uttarakhand district were evacuated during the war in 1962 and the government is making efforts to make them major tourist destinations.
उत्तराखंड सरकार का 12 मासी पर्यटन का विजन, 365 दिन के पर्यटन का विजन लोगों को दिव्य अनुभूतियों से जुड़ने का अवसर देगा। इससे यहां साल भर उपलब्ध रहने वाले रोजगार के अवसर विकसित होंगे। इसका बड़ा फायदा उत्तराखंड के स्थानीय लोगों को होगा, यहां के युवाओं को होगा। साथियों, उत्तराखंड को विकसित राज्य बनाने के लिए हमारी डबल इंजन सरकार मिलकर काम कर रही है। 4 धाम ऑल वेदर रोड, आधुनिक एक्सप्रेसवे, राज्य में रेलवे, विमान और हेलीकॉप्टर सेवाओं का विस्तार 10 वर्षों में उत्तराखंड में तेजी से विकास हुआ है।
PM Modi also says that Uttarakhand government's perennial vision will give an opportunity to connect people to a divine feeling. The job opportunities will improve. The people of Uttarakhand and youths will have a big advantage. The double-engine government is working together to make Uttarakhand a developed state. Chandram all-weather road, modern expressways, railways, aircraft and helicopter services in the state have expanded rapidly in the last 10 years.
पता होगा, शायद नहीं होगा, 1962 में जब चाइना ने भारत पर आक्रमण किया, तभी हमारा जादू गांव को खाली करवा दिया गया था। ये हमारे 2 गांव खाली कर दिए गए थे। 60-70 साल हो गए, लोग भूल गए। हम नहीं भूल सकते। हमने उन 2 गांवों को फिर से बसाने का अभियान चलाया है और बहुत बड़ा टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन बनाने की दिशा में हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
Prince, a prominent NGO focused on agricultural and social development in collaboration with the Department of Mass Communication, Journalism and Media Studies at Cotton University, is set to host a special Women's Day event at 6THMARCH Hall, Cotton University on March 8, 2025. The event, titled Agni Shika, Flames of Fire, is more than just a celebration. It is a movement aimed at catalyzing meaningful change for women through year-round initiatives. Tamana E. Rasul, director of Prince, shared her perspective with the media, stating that as an NGO, one of the primary roles they play to act as a pressure group. While they work with both the central and the state governments in various fields, they believe there is significant scope for improvement, especially in the area of women's safety and accessibility.
We as an NGO, though one of the biggest roles that an NGO should play is to be a pressure group. So though we work with government, central government and state government in various fields, but still we believe that in case of women, there are a lot of scope of improvement for a government at policy level, at the execution level. So one of the prime agenda that we are setting forth for this year's petition signing is that about the accessibility, the safety and the cleanliness of public toilet system and the awareness of it. Just to give you an example, suppose if along with my wife, if I reach today Lakhimpur town, I do not know as such Lakhimpur town. So there should be public information available where public toilets are available for women. And that's not only for cities or towns, that should be for the bazaar areas of small villages near tea gardens, etc. So that is one of the prime petition point that which we are signing, getting signs for. There are other points too. As per, along with this petition signing, we are also disseminating information. One information is the legal rights of women. One part of information is about the police related rights of women. Another one is like for health related. For example, what are the early signs of breast cancer? I lost my aunt in breast cancer. So we believe that probably if she would have known what are the early signs, she could have taken some steps. So these are the basic things, yours and mine, ours, which we are trying to bring forth during this International Women's Day.
The Agnishika initiative seeks to empower women by promoting skill development, education and raising awareness of legal rights. One of the key goals is to engage 30,000 petitioners through a campaign advocating for crucial issues such as clean and accessible public toilets, improved street lighting and CCTV surveillance in public spaces such as marketplaces, schools and bus stops. The signed petitions along with a set of key demands will be submitted to the Women and Child Development Minister of Assam to push for tangible changes. The campaign will take place both online and offline. In addition to the petition, information leaflets containing legal inputs from the District Legal Service Authority, Kamrup Metro, are being distributed.
वुमेंस डे आ रहा है तो हम लोग का यही मतलब हम लोग का यही एक मतलब हम लोग का कॉज है कि मतलब आजकल जैसे वुमेन सिक्योरिटी और सेफ्टी मतलब जो मेजर्स है वो ऑफ कोर्स मतलब गवर्नमेंट ट्राई कर रहा है, लेकिन अभी भी बहुत कुछ करना बाकी है। तो इसलिए हम लोग अभी ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि मैं एक्चुअली फ्रंट एंड की हूँ, तो हम लोग जा के लोगों को मतलब जागरूक उन लोग से सिग्नेचर्स ले रहा है, कलेक्ट कर रहा है पिटीशन के लिए, जो कि हम लोग गवर्नमेंट को सबमिट देगा। तो होप करती हूँ कि मतलब हम लोग का जो ये प्रोग्राम है वो सक्सेसफुल हो। रेस्पॉन्स बहुत पॉजिटिव मिला है, कुछ लोगों से नेगेटिव भी मिला है, लेकिन उनको साइड पे रख के बहुत पॉजिटिव रेस्पॉन्स मिला है फ्रॉम वुमेन एज वेल एज फ्रॉम मेन। तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। यही बोलना चाहेंगे कि हमारे इस कॉज में हम लोग का साथ दे, और क्योंकि मतलब उन लोग का ही इसमें मतलब डेवलपमेंट है एज अ वुमेन, उन लोग का ही मतलब हम उन लोग के डेवलपमेंट के लिए ही हम लोग मतलब ये कर रहे हैं इस प्रोग्राम। हम लोग अग्निशिका प्रोग्राम को हम लोग ऑर्गेनाइज।
एक्चुअली मैं अभी सोशल मीडिया मैनेजमेंट कर रही हूँ, तो हमारा फेसबुक पेज है, इंस्टाग्राम पेज है अग्निशिखा, आप लोग उसको फॉलो कर सकते हैं। उधर हम लोग कंटेंट्स बनाते हैं, मैं कंटेंट्स बनाती हूँ, क्रिएट करती हूँ, एडिट एंड पोस्टिंग एंड एवरीथिंग सब उधर। हम लोग पिटीशन साइनिंग का जो कैंपेनिंग चल रहा था हमारा, सारा पिक्चर्स एंड जो हम लोग वीडियोस कर रहे थे सबसे, तो वो सब हम लोग वहाँ पे पोस्ट करते हैं एंड डेली इन्फॉर्मेशन वहाँ पे हम लोग दे रहे हैं। एंड 8 मार्च को हमारा कॉटन यूनिवर्सिटी शुद्धमर्शन हॉल में हमारा इवेंट है, तो उसके लिए हमने अग्निशिखा के लिए एक हमने ऐसा कंपटीशन भी रखा है, पेंटिंग कंपटीशन एंड फोटोग्राफी कंपटीशन। सो सारा डिटेल्स हमारे फेसबुक एंड इंस्टाग्राम पेज में मिल जाएगा आपको।
We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
কেতিয়া ৰাজু ৰেচন লগা চাউল পাইছে, তাই দেখিছে কোনোবা চাউল লগা দানা তো अलग থাকিছে। ৰাজু তোকে চাউল ঠিক লগাই নাই, আৰু তাই এইটো মামলা তাই লগা দোস্ত দেৱ লগত কথা কৰিছে।
দেৱ, এতিয়া বাৰু মই 45 চাউল লৈছে, ইটোতে মাইক্ৰ নিউট্ৰিয়েন্টছ খান মিলি কিনে আছে, কিন্তু মই এইটো চাউলটো প্লাষ্টিক নিচিনা দেখি আছে। মই বি শুনিছে আজিকালিতো চাউলতে প্লাষ্টিক লগা চাউল মিলি না বিক্ৰী কৰি আছে। এইটো ওপৰতে মই একটা ভিডিঅ' বি চাইছে, তাতে তাই খান চাউল পৰা একটা বল বনাই দিছে। এইটো সঁচা আছে? এতিয়া এইটো চাউলটো মই কি কৰিব? ৰাজু, আমি খান লগা পাৰস্তে এৰিয়া লগা ফুড ছেফটি অফিচাৰ আহি কিনে আছে, তাইকে সি যাই কিনে সুধিব।
ৰাজু আৰু দেৱ দুইজন যাই কিনে তাইকান লগা এৰিয়া লগা ফুড ছেফটি অফিচাৰ লগত এইটো কথা কৰিছে।
স্যাৰ, সবই এইটো 45 চাউল লগা দানাটো अलग দেখি আছে। আপুনি খান পৰেশান নহবি, FSSAI পৰা কৈ দিয়া নিচিনা মাইক্ৰ নিউট্ৰিয়েন্টছ খান ঠিক পৰা চাউলতে মেলাই দিছে, আৰু এইটো খান কি কয় 45 চাউল। 45 চাউলতে চাউল লগা পাউডাৰ আৰু মাইক্ৰ নিউট্ৰিয়েন্টছ খান ভিটামিন B12, ফলিক এচিড আৰু আইৰণ খান ঠিক পৰা মিলাই কিনে বনায়। ইটো পিছতে একটা চাউল দানাটো 100 দানা হিচাপতে মেলায়। আচ্ছা, ইটো বল নিচিনা কেলে হৈ যায়? পাকিয়া চাউলতে 80% ষ্টাৰ্চ থাকে আৰু কাৰ্বহাইড্ৰেটছ বেছি থাকিয়া কাৰণে চাউলটো চিপকি যায়, আৰু কিনেকা চাউল হলিবি তাইকে চিপকাই কিনা বল বনাবলৈ পাৰে। ইটোতো আপুনি সঁচা কথা কৈছে স্যাৰ, হলিবি 45 চাউলটো ৰাখিবলৈ আৰু পকাবলৈ अलग তৰিকা আছে। এনেকা নহয়, 45 চাউলটো ৰাখিবলৈ, খাবলৈ আৰু পকাবলৈ अलग চাউল নিচিনা হি আছে। 45 চাউলটো সদায় খাবলৈ লাগে। Itu pura apuni aro apunor laga pariwar ke thik portion pabo. Aro itu opor de chawol bikri aro meal kuria khan ke fortified chawol to pai dibole lage. Itu hoile ami khan sob laga gao bal hobo. Apuni pura ami khan laga sugu kholai dise. Itia do nijo aro pariwar khone fortified chawol hi anibo.
फूड सेफ्टी एंड स्टैंडर्ड्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
Welcome back. US President Donald Trump has issued a final warning for Hamas, demanding the release of all hostages and return of the dead bodies of the people who have been murdered by them, or it is over for them. Trump stated that US is sending Israel with everything it requires to finish the job, and not a single Hamas member will be safe if they do not release the hostages. He urged the Hamas leadership to leave Gaza while they still have a chance. In a post on X, Trump stated, "Shalom Hamas means hello and goodbye. You can choose. Release all of the hostages now, not later, and immediately return all of the dead bodies of the people you murdered, or it is over for you. Only sick and twisted people keep bodies, and you are sick and twisted. I am sending Israel everything it needs to finish the job. Not a single Hamas member will be safe if you do not do as I say." He further added, "I have just met with your former hostages whose lives you have destroyed. This is your last warning for the leadership. Now is the time to leave Gaza while you still have a chance. Also to the people of Gaza, a beautiful future awaits, but not if you hold hostages. If you do, you are dead. Make a smart decision. Release the hostages now, or there will be hell to pay later," he said. An Indian student was discovered dead with gunshot injuries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, US. The deceased has been identified as 26-year-old G. Pravin from Telangana. He was pursuing his MS in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The family has stated that the circumstances of his death are still unclear. US authorities informed his relatives of the tragic news early Wednesday morning. Some reports indicate he may have been shot by unidentified assailants at a store, but this information has not been confirmed. India's Consulate General in Chicago expressed sadness over the death of Pravin Kumar Kampa, a student pursuing post-graduation at the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee in the US. The Consulate General of India in Chicago said on Wednesday local time that they are in contact with the family of Kampa, and the university is offering them all possible support. The Indian consulate has not revealed details about the cause of his death. BJP leader N. Ramchandra Rao, commenting on the unfortunate death of the Telangana student, said he was working as a part-timer at a store in US. He said US government should try to protect at least the legal migrants. Racial discrimination is increasing despite Indian contribution to the growth of the US economy.
Unfortunate death of a Telangana student who was working as a part-timer in a store in the US is an unfortunate incident wherein the US government also should try to protect at least the legal migrants who are now staying in US. The incident has shown the racial discrimination still going on in the country of USA, wherein we are trying to avoid the racial discrimination, but unfortunately the racial discrimination is being increased in spite of Indians' contribution to the growth of the US economy. I think the government of USA should take stern steps against such criminals who are trying to attack basically Asians, Indians, and that to Telugu people. This is not an isolated incident. Several incidents have also occurred.
The arrested terrorists of Babar Khalsa International will, with alleged links to Pakistani ISI, had planned the terror attack during the Mahakumbh, said Uttar Pradesh Director General of Police DGP Prashant Kumar on Thursday. The terrorist, identified as Laja Mashi, was nabbed in a joint operation by Uttar Pradesh STF and Punjab Police. Notably, the Mahakumbh, the world's largest gathering, was held at Prayagraj from January 13 to February 26. Addressing a press conference, said that Masi had planned a major terrorist attack during the Mahakumbh in Prayagraj. However, due to intensive security checks at the religious gathering, he failed to execute his plan. He said, DGP said on March 6, an active terrorist of Babar Khalsa International BKI and ISI module, Lajar Mashi, was arrested from Punjab. Illegal arms and explosive, including 3 active hand grenades, 2 active detonators, 13 cartridges and 1 foreign-made pistol were recovered.
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में उत्तर प्रदेश में जो अपराध और अपराधियों के प्रति जीरो टॉलरेंस तथा उत्तर प्रदेश को आतंकी एवं राष्ट्र विरोधी तत्वों से अवमुक्त करने की नीति के अनुपालन में उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस तथा इसके विशेष बल जैसे एसटीएफ तथा एटीएस लगातार कार्य कर रही है। आप सभी अवगत हैं कि महाकुंभ के आयोजन के पहले ऐसे विघटनकारी तत्वों के द्वारा जो कि देश और विदेश में मौजूद थे, उनके द्वारा गड़बड़ी फैलाने की तथा कुछ ऐसी घटनाएं कारित करने की सूचना दी गई थी और यह सूचना विभिन्न एजेंसियों के माध्यम से हम लोग को प्राप्त हुई थी। उसी के क्रम में एक महत्वपूर्ण सफलता उत्तर प्रदेश के एटीएस को बीती रात मिली है और ये कार्रवाई उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस की एसटीएफ तथा पंजाब पुलिस के द्वारा जॉइंट ऑपरेशन में की गई है। इस ऑपरेशन के तहत दिनांक 6/3/25 को बब्बर खालसा इंटरनेशनल एवं आईएसआई के मॉड्यूल का सक्रिय आतंकवादी लजर मसीह पुत्र कुलविंदर को कौशाम्बी से गिरफ्तार किया गया है। अभियुक्त का पूरा नाम लजर मसीह पुत्र कुलविंदर, निवासी ग्राम कुरलिया, थाना रामदास, अमृतसर, पंजाब है। जो बरामदगी हुई है उसमें 3 सक्रिय हैंड ग्रेनेड, 2 अदद सक्रिय डेटोनेटर, 1 विदेशी पिस्टल जो कि यूएसएसआर की बनी हुई है।
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbilltv.
The